Introducing Selector Z or Selectors, a Chrome extension that helps you find selectors on a web page. So let's say you wanted to automate outreach on LinkedIn, and then you would need to click this button, click that button, click this button, and then put in your stuff here. And for all of that, you need to find the selectors. We all know the hassle of finding selectors. There are multiple different Chrome extensions, and there are also ways to find it in the expect mode, and then copy the path and so on. But Selector Z is different. Let me show you what it does. So I click on the icon. I click start recording, and now I simply go through the steps that I want to automate. Click here, click there, click this, put in my text here, and so on. So let me click on Selector Z again, and now Selector Z recorded the entire flow that I wanted to do. All right. And it gives me step one is a click action. All right. The timestamp is this one, and the URL where it happened is this one. And then it gives me also the value, which is not necessary right now. But here comes the interesting part. We get the selectors. And the selectors are all kinds of different selectors. They are based on unique IDs, on classes, on HTML structure, on custom attributes. Okay, so that means you can see here the normal selector that you would get from right click and copy the path. You have a CSS selector without classes. You have a CSS selector for the structure that doesn't use any classes and any IDs. This is really helpful for, let's say, LinkedIn, where they assign a unique ID to all the possible elements and they are different on each page. So you need to build your automation based on the structure data. But we also have custom data like data test ID, inner text snippet. That's always helpful for buttons and or links and so on. We have placeholder, tag name, and we even have an XPath path, all right? Let's scroll down to step 4, because in step 4, I put in some content. Step 5 in this case, it's change, and here we have the value hello, all right? So we now have all the selectors, and this is what Selector Z does at the moment. What you can do with it is really you copy this, you go to your ChatGPT and you ask ChatGPT to create a simple browser automation script based on these steps using these selectors. And then you get a script back that looks something like this. You just copy it, put it into your browser, and then you can automate your browser. Obviously, you can and should use the selectors for whatever case you want to use them for. You can put them into any browser automation or AI that is using browser automation to identify the correct fields to click on. And an AI can even construct more advanced selectors based on all the selectors you give them. But yeah, this is the one of the best ways to get selectors fast and let basically AI decide on what to use of it or not. In the future, I want to implement a feedback box right here. I also want to implement a count beside each selector. I want to implement a button that highlights an element so you can check it. Um, and yeah, so we are here at version 1. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helps. Please, I'm always open for feedback. This is an extension in development. And please keep in mind that this is my very first extension. I have never coded anything before, but this is super fun and I hope it is helpful. Thank you very much. Talk soon.